Welcome, guys, to Rock Fusion TV. Today we'll be talking about a special subject today. Today we'll be talking about metal. I will be answering a question and hopefully we will answer it. Is metal mainstream? By answering that question, I'd like to say that metal has always been mainstream since Black Sabbath came out, since Led Zeppelin, The Doors. There were all these good bands. Deep Purple, they were big bands. They were like the ones to start all this movement, and because of them, they were big. People knew them worldwide. People started a new movement. Unfortunately, kids started labeling metal, and not only kids, old people as well. What I'm saying, I'm not talking smack about that, but I'm putting the point where metal has always been mainstream. However, we have been labeling metal and starting small groups. Let's say, I like thrash metal, fuck death metal. I like death metal, fuck black metal. And these little movements have become so small and don't want to, how can I put this into you guys? They don't want to understand that metal, it's something for everybody. And metal is not for those drug addicts, for those drunkies, and for those idiots that tried so hard to be metal. Virtually not. We have metalheads in NASA. We have metalheads in school. We have presidents that are metalheads. And metalheads are very smart people. They live their own life with their own rules. And it's sad to see these days talking about how metal is correct in this and how metal is correct in that, as well in politics. Heavy metal has always been something, especially metal, the extreme metal has always been music to talk about death, to talk about all the crazy stuff that people don't want to talk about. However, it doesn't make them political correct. We can go with black metal. Black metal has small ideas of neo-Nazis. They have small some patriotism, against religion, against this and that. And recently I was reading something on Twitter that people were talking smack about Tom Araya and their political views. I think heavy metal and musicians in metal, in fact, don't need to show what are their opinions, because there are entertainers and everybody has their own different view. And I don't think it's political right to talk about let's say, because Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. Let's not focus about that. Let's focus about music being something for us and not for, for kids that just want to live their life listening to, whatever pop music they like to hear. Metal is something that is correct for you to start listening to. Let me give you an example, Metallica. People talk so many bad stuff about Metallica, but in a way, me and other fellas started listening to Metallica. And later, when the new metal became so big, I started listening to Slipknot, Korn, and after that, then I started listening to something different, heavier. And after that, I started listening to Morbid Angel. I started listening to DSI. Then I started listening to Megadeth, Slayer, Creator, and all those bands. And unfortunately, some people don't want good bands to get out of the underground. I'm not saying that underground is bad. I'm not saying becoming mainstream is good. But we gotta remember that musicians, they pay the rent. They buy a guitar, they buy this, they buy that, and they necessarily need to make some money to be able to record an album, to make videos, to tour, and pay the rent as well, because they want to live off the music, because they love playing music, but they want to make something out of the music. And I see kids these days saying, no, they're not underground, they're not this, they sold, they are sellouts, they this and that. And I understand that sometimes bands try too hard to be accessible, maybe for a known metal audience and make some money. And that's okay, because some of them, they will stick to metal. Some of them, some people that have never heard of metal, they will start listening. Oh, it's here. Maybe there's something we like, and they start little by little. As I explained myself, I started with Metallica. I was not a kid that listened to metal. I was, back in the days, I used to listen to hip hop. I'm not saying I stopped listening to hip hop, but what I'm saying is that I started listening to metal by Metallica. And it's not right to talk smack about people that started with bands like this and that. In fact, we gotta be more open to these kids. Oh, let's say this kid is listening to Slipknot. I'll be, hey kid, you might like this and that, you know? But I won't make them feel bad, because they're in the right path. They're in the right path. Later they'll be listening to Deicide, to Morbid Angel, to Carcass, to Obituary, all those crazy bands. Something else that I would like to talk about is how we have taken so much effort to revive, to bring back the 80s, and now we started listening to these old bands. I'm not saying old bands are bad. They had the time to shine. They were the ones that brought all the goodness up to this point, but we're not giving the chance to new bands. We're not giving the chance to listen to new stuff coming out. And unfortunately, kids that are coming out with new bands these days, they try to stick to the rules of 80s. I'm not saying the 80s are bad, they were the best, but music, we have to grow. They have to come out with something good. We gotta give them a chance for them to shine. Maybe they'll be the next Metallica. Maybe they'll be the next Slayer, with their own sound, with their own way of playing music. And by saying this, we gotta support metal. We gotta support the kids that they started listening to Megadeth, they started listening to Korn, they started listening Linkin Park, and we gotta be with them, you know, show them, you know what, you might like Anthrax, you might like Slayer, you might like Creator, you might like Sodom, you might like, I don't know, whatever 80s or 90s thrash band or death metal or whatever. And sometimes these old bands, like, I'm gonna put an example like Metallica, they try so bad when they released the Black Album. Yes, they might sell out. They sold millions and millions and millions of albums. So far they have sold over 110 million albums worldwide. And after that they started so hard. You know, sometimes you're a musician and you want to experiment stuff. Black Sabbath, they didn't start as heavy metal. They started as blues band. And by saying this, you gotta respect sometimes these old fellas making music. Metallica just put out a new album. Slayer just put out a new album. Anthrax put out a new album. We gotta respect and be there and say thank you. You know, you try your best to come out with something to support the scene and to say we are here and we're still metal warriors, and I'll leave it to your own point of view, but please respect my point of view. I will respect yours, and I want one thing is to support metal, and by this we need to support the old, the new, and the kids that are starting growing, that are starting to listen to metal. And next time we'll be talking about more about metal. So thank you for being this 10-minute video, and if you like it, please give it a like, share it, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be having more metal reviews, metal news, and more videos like this. So have fun, listen to a lot of metal, don't go too crazy, and let's keep metal alive.